In this level, we're going to turn Claude into something that runs on its own. So basically a bot that watches the market, makes its own decisions, and based on the rules you set. And the first strategy we're going to make, you can think of it like a smart thermostat. Once you set the rules, if the room temperature, let's say, drops below 68 degrees Fahrenheit, you're going to turn on the heat. If it goes above 75 degrees Fahrenheit, you kick on the AC. That means you don't have to sit there fiddling with your phones, messing with the temperature all day. The thermostat does that all for you. It checks, it acts, and adjusts. And the bot is going to work exactly the same way. That means we're going to be setting some rules, and let me show you how this works by actually explaining the trailing stop strategy, which is a really good strategy used by many different traders. Let me show you how the trailing stop strategy actually works. So say you buy a stock at $100. Well, let's say we tell Claude, if this drops to $95, sell it. That's your floor. $5 is the most you're willing to risk on this trade. Now, if the stock starts climbing up and let's say hits 110, if it didn't go down, but your floor is still sitting at that 95, then you're exposed to a $15 fall. That makes no sense. So what we want is Claude to move up our floor to 105, which means if the stock dips and hits the new floor, you're still up $5 in profit and you were protected the entire time. But what if the stock drops right out the gate, right? Well, that means it would just hit $95 and you'd sell it and you're out $5 and that's your loss. Now here's the important part. You're not stuck. You've still got that capital. Claude can now take that money and goes looking for the next setup. Maybe it's the same stock a week later at a better price. Maybe it's a completely different opportunity. The point is, you lost a small portion that you're okay to lose and risk. Basically, you live to trade another day. And ideally, we find trades like this. So let's say the stock keeps climbing, and every time it does, Claude is going to drag the floor higher and higher. You can never fall back to where you started. It's basically now going to sell at 110, so you get that $10 in profit, which is a 10% gain. That's a trailing stop. You set the rules once, and Claude follows them every second of the day. You're always protected, and you're always locking in the gains. So when a trade doesn't work out, you move on fast with the most amount of money still in your pocket. Now, why am I telling you all of this? Because the worst thing you can really do is hand your AI a pile of money and be like, go figure it out. The rules aren't the limitation. That's the whole point. This is how you take what you know, your instincts, your risk tolerance, your read on the market, and you encode it. The same rules are true here. Claude can execute thousands of decisions faster than any human. It's executing your decisions, just running at the speed and discipline that you never could on your own. That's what makes this different from just